Zanonde, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. In today's video, well, I guess today's videos, we're going to be talking about My Hero Academia. Specifically, in this video, we're going to be talking about Vigilantes, the latest chapter, and then we're going to be talking about the latest episode in the video that's going to be coming out later today. So, let's actually start off with the chapter. Now, this chapter was really interesting, because primarily this was about the battle between Koichi and number 6. And it's honestly insane just how much Koichi has come. Because even though he is probably the only person who can take down number 6 at this moment, he can, right now he has two choices. One, he can take out number 6 once and for all, making sure that he never comes back. The other option is that he basically buys as much time as he possibly can for someone else to get an actual hero, someone who would actually be able to take him down. All Might, probably the best choice. Unfortunately, we get to see that All Might is rushing off to many different jobs, even though he knows that Naruhara is in danger. Honestly, seriously, All Might should just jump in over there because he really needs the help. He really needs to head over there. But primarily the focus is on the fight between Koichi and number 6. To start off the battle, Koichi looks like he's down for the count. Number 6 has just blasted him away, possibly killing him, thinking he's killed him. But in actuality, he hasn't. And Koichi is back up on his feet, ready to fight, ready to buy as much time as he possibly can. And he does this very well by doing a Shurigo Blam just before he gets hit, creating it just in that fraction of an instant, so that it appears just as the explosion is happening, causing him to be thrown back. But it's not necessarily going to hurt him nearly as much as if it would otherwise. So, he's basically safe. To make sure that he never actually gets hurt. And, yeah, it's interesting, to say the least. He's very cautious, and it's honestly really awesome, like I said, to see how exactly he's doing this. And it's also an interesting factor because in this way, he's technically not doing anything illegal. Sure, he's using his quirks, but he's not harming a villain. That is actually something that we have been told multiple times with the different characters in the main series, that the kids are not going to get in trouble if they are simply using their quirks to get somebody out of danger, or if they're using their powers in ways that will not harm anyone. While of course you will still get in trouble to a certain degree, it's not going to be as big or as dangerous for you to if you were actually to hurt a villain, because then you're not a hero. You don't have a hero license, so you cannot hurt them. It's the reason why the whole Stain fight had to be covered up and said that Endeavor was the one who took him down, not the kids, because if the kids were the ones who got the glory for that, that would instantly mean that they would be arrested, or they would have to be arrested, or it would cause huge upsets in the society, to the point where, and probably would get a huge problem anyways, because if it was made public that these kids were the ones who took down Stain without their hero licenses, instantly a lot of the vigilantism that has been an issue would instantly be seen as, oh, you can do this. If you don't have a hero license, you can still do stuff. And that is something that they are worried about. Yes, you can use your quirk in certain situations, and you won't necessarily get in trouble. It's one of the reasons why it's explained in Vigilantes that just using your quirk on the daily just to do something really simple, such as Koichi using it to basically act as his bike to get away, to get to work and stuff, he's not going to get in much trouble. He might get a talking to, but he's not going to get a whole bunch of trouble. Izuku's mom pulling something up if she drops something, not going to get in too much trouble. It's basically, if somebody complains or somebody, you hurt somebody, that's when you're going to get in trouble. The police won't do anything else otherwise. It's one of the reasons why Koichi got in trouble quite a lot, because he was he was on the ground and it looked weird. It freaked people out, and that's why he would get in trouble occasionally with the cops. Basically, they would give him a stern talking to and then send him on his way. He wasn't necessarily going to get a fine or whatever. He was fine. He just had to get a stern talking to so that the cops could say that they at least did something. But in actuality, they don't give a crap. That is the thing that separates this. Koichi is understanding that concept and understanding that he can defend people. He can bide time as much as possible so long as he doesn't actually land the damaging hit. So, of course, yes, he has done some of that, but most of his shots have been distracting shots. The only people to actually fire damaging shots at this person have been his friend Sogo, who is across the street in basically using a gun, which I believe he has a license for. So, yeah, that's a whole situation that's not involving the vigilante part. And the cops, who are actually shooting real guns at this person at number 6 to make sure that he is taken down. So, Koichi is not actually the one who is actually causing any harm. Sure, he is firing off shooty go blams, but he is still being careful and not hurting anyone. Which, big deal here. Please understand that. So, yeah. Obviously, then, there's still a lot of other crazy stuff that has been happening recently, and he's going to figure out what exactly he's going to do. But let's actually talk about how I think this story is going to end, because I honestly don't see this going on for much longer. The fact is that this battle between Koichi and number 6, it can't keep going. It has to come to an end, and doing another chapter of something that was basically exactly like this in 2 weeks is not going to be fun. And so, what do? But end it. Have a hero of some sort come in at long last to actually take down this villain once and for all. Whoever it is, whether it's Midnight, or All Might actually comes in, or maybe it's even Captain Celebrity, or Knuckle Duster could also pop in. There's lots of options for who could pop in at this moment to come in, save the day, and make sure that Koichi doesn't get in trouble. Which I actually also would like to say that Knuckle Duster is actually a reasonable option. The fact is that Knuckle Duster may not have his hero license currently because he doesn't have a quirk, but that's also another bonus for him. He doesn't have a quirk. Basically, in this moment, if Knuckle Duster were to come in with his fists raging, punch number 6 in the face, or shoot him, he has less reason to actually get arrested. One, he used to be a pro hero who the only reason he is not anymore is because he doesn't have a quirk. He is actually in a lot better of a situation, because him hurting a villain without a quirk, it's kind of not doing much. And the thing is that in this moment, the cops aren't really going to care, because it's done. This villain who is going to cause a ton of problems for them is taken down. Killed or otherwise, he is down. And then after that, we got trials. And we are going to have trials. We need to see how this plays out, because I need to know that Koichi is either getting a hero license or something else, because, yeah. Also, one more thing I want to briefly bring up, because I know that some fans are probably starting to think this, because now that the anime is happening, people are probably starting to think more and more about this, that Slide and Go-Go, whatever his name is, people are probably starting to think, wait a minute, could that be Koichi? Please, to the creators, do not make that the case, because that is so bad. To have someone that we loved for a long time ending up to be a villain is just... No, please no. Please just let him be a new hero that has not been seen on the main screen. That is what we need right now. And on top of that, the main series is getting pretty close to us to a point that would really require the Vigilantes to come in. Seriously, we need to see them in the main series, because it is so important at this point that they have as many allies as they can. And the Vigilantes are kind of the best bet, just saying. So, yeah. I don't know. We'll have to see exactly how the creators choose to handle this whole situation, but I, for one, am really excited to see exactly how they're going to handle it and get us ready for the future of this series. But anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, leave your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. If you guys have any theories, make sure to say theory review somewhere in your comment. And of course, if you guys are new, please subscribe and ring that notification bell, because it really does help us out a lot more than you may think. And even if you're not new, but you just haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, because only about 25% of you guys are actually subscribed. So, please subscribe. It really helps. Please. Of course, if you guys also want to support the channel even more, then definitely head down to the description and check out all of our links down there, including our social medias, our other channels, and ways you can support us financially, including the merch store, the book, and of course our Patreon, which a big thank you to our current patron, Sheeny. But anyways, guys, I've been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on!